Hi, today I'm reviewing the KAINE Kombu Balancing Ampoule Toner. Lincoln says hi. And really quick, just want to say I purchase products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if that's something you're into, like, subscribe, share the video, check out my links below, or check out my Patreon community. And Lincoln is now in cameraman's lap. I don't know why he won't sit in my lap on camera. He's very shy, I guess. So anyway, I guess I just don't have a good lap or something. So, okay, so this one I picked up a while ago when this brand first kind of came out, and they've got a handful of products, not a whole ton of products, but probably 9 or 10 different products. And anyway, so now I'm testing their collagen cream as well. So the toner is the very first thing from this brand I had a chance to try. So they say this vegan ampule is packed with antioxidants, including 60% fermented kombucha and vitamin C to rejuvenate skin. The formula includes concentrated panthenol and 8 kinds of hyaluronic acid to improve skin's moisture level, elasticity, texture, and resist against irritation. So I have a hard time getting excited about any type of hyaluronic acid, but some of the other ingredients I think make up for that. So, and some people still really like it. I mean, I guess hyaluronic acid in a toner is a little different than in a moisturizer. Because in a toner, you're going to apply other layers over it, so it's not as big of a deal then if it's like your last step in your dry skin, dry environment. It might be a little different of a ease of use and things like that, but when it's the toner or a serum and it's going to be layered over with other products, then I get it. So, okay, first criteria is packaging, and so it's plastic bottle, but it's made with PCR materials such as recycled plastic and glass, and this is also recyclable, they say, and vegan packaging. I guess somebody enlighten me about that vegan packaging. I don't know. There's got to be something to it. It's over my head, so somebody let me know. Okay, in terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of these. It's also fragrance-free. It's free of animal-derived ingredients, artificial fragrances, artificial colorants, parabens, phenoxyethanol, and mineral oil. So for any of you that are not fans of any of those ingredients, it does not contain any of those. The manufacturing location for this one is Korea, so no issues with that. I will do a quick pH test for those that are curious of the pH. Okay, so pH of this one is I would say probably 4.5 to 5. Pretty close to 4.5. So there you go. Although I don't know, some of these strips are better than others. This brand, Mashere Nagel, is the best, I think. I've had a couple other brands that are really hard to tell, but these are my favorite, but they're still not perfect. And especially a product, when it's been opened and used, the pH might change a little bit. So, okay, so water texture, very nice texture to it. A little bit of it goes a long way. You can apply it different ways. So after cleansing, you can wet a cotton pad with it and then smooth it over your face. That's typically how I use toners. And then if it's a thicker toner or more of an essence, then I'll pat that on. But this one is very watery texture, so cotton pad seems to be the way to go. Or you can pat it onto skin. They also recommend using it as a facial pack by soaking a cotton pad with the toner and then placing it on a concerned area for 5 to 10 minutes. I haven't done that. I'm not patient enough to do that. I'm not even patient enough to really use a rinse-off mask anymore. I used to love masks, and, you know, and the older I get, they don't spend enough time on my skin really to do anything, or I'm just too impatient. I rinse it off so it doesn't do anything, you know. So probably my fault more than the product's fault. So, okay, so very easy to use, no issues at all with that. In terms of animal testing, this brand is cruelty-free, and they also mention they donate a portion of their profits to animal rights organizations, but they didn't specify which ones, so I'm not sure, but they do mention that. It's also vegan, so just like the packaging, the product is vegan. Somebody's going to inform me about that. Okay, in terms of performance, this one's really nice. So it soaks in pretty quickly after you smooth it over skin, and it really gives skin a nice kind of a plumpened effect, I have to say, or a little bit of a glow almost. So it's really nice in terms of that. It also has a little bit of a soothing effect. And my hands are so tan. My arms are so tan. I've been using sunscreen every day, but when it's 100 degrees out, it doesn't seem to matter what sunscreen it is. It just melts off within a couple minutes. Okay, aside from that. So it's nice. It has no greasy or heavy feeling to it. It's a great one for summer or humid weather. I would say like in the middle of the driest day in winter, perhaps my experience with this will be different. I'm not sure because this brand is newer to me and wasn't around last winter. So anyway, so feels really nice so far during the spring and summer. And the humid weather is always pretty friendly with hyaluronic acid as well. Friendly for most skin types, including acne-prone skin. For acne-prone skin, there's only one ingredient of note, which is vitamin E, which is not a huge issue for the majority of people. It's in most products, too. So, okay, let me talk about the ingredients, and then I'll get back to some dupes and things like that. Okay, in terms of the ingredients, so we've got kombucha, which is also known as the proper name, Saccharomyces Xylinum black tea ferment, and it's got 60% of that in this, which is amazing. Kombucha, I think people also drink kombucha tea. I'm going to have to check that. Is that the one?
Yes.
Kombucha tea ends up with some alcohol in it or something?
No.
No?
Not that I'm aware. I don't know.
Was there like some Minnesota Vikings player that was drinking kombucha tea and then tested positive for something in football that they weren't supposed to, or did I just make this up in my head? Anyway, okay, I'm going to have to drink a couple gallons of that and I'll test it out and then I'll do a video. Anyway, so I've got 60% that supports a healthy microbiome, helps the skin maintain naturally acidic pH, which is good for skin. If your skin is not acidic enough, then you get more bacteria and things like that. More acidity kills off more bacteria and problems. Kombucha also helps skin maintain healthy moisture levels and prevent infections. So that's probably why that pH is a little bit lower than the majority of toners. Most toners are 5.5, so maybe that's why this is a little bit lower. Okay, then we've got some humectants. We've got betaine, sugarcane, sodium hyaluronic, glucose, hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, hydrolyzed sodium hyaluronic cross polymer, and potassium hyaluronate, which are all humectants. So they mentioned 8 types of sodium hyaluronate, and then I also mixed in the betaine and sugarcane, which are both sugar-derived humectants. Let's see. Then we've got cocoa seed extract, which is a great antioxidant for your skin. We've got Althaea rosea extract, which is a soothing ingredient. Every time I see that Althea rosea, I start to think Rosa Damascena, and then I'm like, nope, it's different. It's different. It might have the same word in there, but it's a totally different thing. Okay, we've got 1% Panthenol, which is a good skin soothing and wound healing ingredient. Hydroxyethyl urea, which is a urea derivative with strong moisturizing and humectant properties. Beta-Glucan, good humectant, skin soothing, anti-inflammatory ingredient. And then finally we've got vitamin E, which is a great antioxidant and hydrating ingredient. So a really nice list of ingredients in here. I'm very impressed with it. They did a really nice job with their ingredients and including some good... you know what, the nice thing about this product is it's friendly for all skin types, really. And for acne-prone skin, just the vitamin E to be concerned about. So it's really nice to see a product, because there's not a lot of products that are really friendly for most skin types. Although I would say probably on the coldest day of winter with the driest skin, it probably wouldn't be as good. But in general, this one's going to be a very good one that'll work well for most people. So... okay, in terms of the price, so this is a full size, 150 milliliters, 5.3 ounces, $16. I mean, that's a bargain. It really is, and it's a pretty large bottle. A little bit of it goes a long way. If you're going to not use a cotton pad, this bottle will last you a long time. I've now been working on this daily for 3 months or so. Really giving a good test there. And it's still got a long ways to go, so it's very impressive. Pretty darn good deal. Okay, last but not least, the It Factor. It's a super nice toner. It's fragrance-free. It's cruelty-free. It's affordable. It's vegan. The other interesting thing, and I look for this, is dupes. Is there a lot of very similar products out there? Maybe some that are super affordable, or maybe some dupes that are really, really expensive. Is there any? There's really no close dupes to this one, so I think that shows some innovation by this brand. It's not just some white labeled garbage like some other brands out there. There's some alternatives, which are not super similar, but some that are worth mentioning. The Anua Heartleaf Toner, the Round Lab Dope Ampoule, which is going to be 3 times twice the price of this and about 1/5 the amount. The Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Serum and the Abib Jericho Nutrition Pump are some alternatives, but none of them are very similar to this. They have some similar ingredients. I think Panthenol, and then a little bit of the Ferment and vitamin E is probably, and then the hyaluronic acid, but none of these dupes contain the kombucha or anything like that. So there we go. This is a really wonderful product all the way around. I think I'm going to put this aside and give this a try back in December, November, and starts getting cold and see is my thoughts on it still the same, or is it more of a spring-summer type toner? We'll see. So, okay, with a 10 being a perfect score, I this one a 10. It's a definite winner. And anyway, yeah, I love it. It's worth checking out. I will link to it below. Use the code NOBSBeauty for an additional discount. You can still use another reward, or you can still use another discount code and use NOBSBeauty on top of that. So, worth using it. So, anyway, interested hearing from you guys. If you had a chance to check this out, or if you know anything about vegan packaging, leave a comment. And I will see you guys more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.